Good morning, iPros agents. How's everyone doing today on this Monday morning, April 10th? I'm really happy to be here with you guys today to give everybody a quick refresher on our agent online store that we launched last year. It's been a while since we had a chance to spend some time with each other to kind of just go over the capabilities of the online store, how it works, what the process is of being able to use it for our Medicare agents. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time today just to catch everyone up. If there are any questions along the way, I'm happy to answer those, and we'll just get right into it. Okay. So today I'm going to walk us through really briefly just what the online store is, what we can do with the online store, how it works. I have some presentation slides that I'll be able to share with you all, and we'll be able to share with you after the iPros TV session. And then I'll do some live demos of just some flyers and business cards, really easy stuff that you can do at home in a matter of minutes. I'll take some time to walk you through how it works, and we'll even see some live previews of it. And I'll just take a little bit of time to walk you through the nuances. So that being the case, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump right into it. So give me 1 second just to pull my screen up. I've got a PowerPoint already teed up, ready to use. All right. So give me 1 second just to adjust the view. Okay. So perfect. So let's talk about the online store. The online store was something we launched last year. And really what we wanted to do was give agents kind of a self-service tool, something that could be available 24/7. You could do this at 1 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 7 a.m. You didn't have to submit information to us to be able to customize your materials, order your materials, and get your materials delivered to you. So what we went ahead and did is we developed some templates. We uploaded them to our online store. We gave our Medicare agents access to the store via a credential and a password. And then we did the training last year, and now we're doing a refresher. Okay. So you might ask, well, what can I order on the online store? Right. So we'll start there. Business cards can be ordered on the online store. General agent flyers, which is like a template that iPros has developed for all our agents. We also have a pod of Medicare flyers, things that you can use for Medicare 101 events, Medicare Come and Learn events. And then we have a general event flyer it's just developed, and the look and feel is a little bit more general, but again, it can be customized to your liking with your phone number, email, website, et cetera, et cetera. And so those are the resources that we have on the online store right now. What we've gone ahead and done as well is we've made these available to you in the following states: California, Colorado, and Arizona. Okay. Each of the material is available in English and Spanish, and it's also available to order in a format that's either single-sided or double-sided. That's to your preference. Okay. So let's talk about how you set up your account, right? Not everybody has done that. Some of you haven't had a need, but we'll review that. Okay. So when we first launched the online store, what we went ahead and did was we sent out an email to all of our agents with their temporary credentials. And their temporary credentials was two-part. The first part of your credential was the email that we had on file for you, right? So that's the email that you would normally use to correspond with us for official business. And then we also gave you a temporary password, okay? We advised you that after your first login that you should change that temporary password, probably something that you would remember more, or something you felt more comfortable using more frequently. Okay, so that's still something that we recommend you do, just as a matter of habit, just something that should be easier for everybody. And then we gave you the URL to the online store, which is featured right here, bullet point number 3. It's ptsmarketinggroup.com/iPros. PTS Marketing Group is the vendor that's helped us build the store and fulfills your orders. And then the last part of anything that you're setting up on the online store is getting your first order. Okay, so going in and kind of tinkering a little bit and getting your first order going as an iPros agent. Okay, let me walk you through just the sections of the online store, the structure of the online store, and then I'll go ahead and do a few demos for you. Okay. The first thing you're going to see when you log into the online store is going to be on the left side is kind of a navigation. And the navigation just basically breaks down what the catalog that is available to you encompasses. Okay. So like I mentioned earlier, business cards. Here you can see that, I've circled, right, that catalog on the left-hand side, that navigation on the left-hand side. It features Arizona business cards, California business cards, Colorado business cards. And essentially it gives you 3 options in each state. Okay. And the option is, I'll explain it in a way that it's pretty easy. In each state, you have the option, right, of referencing the products that you're certified to be able to sell in each state. So that would be either an individual or family plan. It would be either Medicare or both. Okay. So if you're an agent who's selling both and you want to let people know that you're selling both, you're going to want to select the option that features Medicare and individual and family plans in any of those states that are listed. Going on to our general flyers, we break it down the same way. The only difference now is that we're giving you the option to reference the products that you're certified to sell. Again, individual and family plans or Medicare. But then we're giving you the option of selecting English or Spanish for your business card or for your flyers, excuse me. And we're also giving you the option to select if they're single-sided or double-sided. So for example, if you're an agent who sells Medicare and IFP in Arizona, we've got a flyer for that, right? If you want to have the backside of the flyer be in Spanish, right? In the case that you're working with a Spanish-speaking population, you can select that option as well. So now you have a double-sided flyer in English and Spanish that features IFP and Medicare. If you're only selling Medicare, you can select just the Medicare option. You can select the state. You can select whether it's single-sided or double-sided again. So you have all of those options in the general flyer portion of the catalog as well. And then on the Medicare flyer, again, you're going to have those same options, but these are specific to Medicare. Okay, so these materials are going to be in English and Spanish, single-sided or double-sided, but they're only going to be specific to Medicare. And we'll look at them in a little bit once we get into the online store as well. And then the same goes for the California general event flyers. We have some flyers that are specific to California. That are general event flyers that will basically say, hey, I'm going to be here. Join me. I can help you with Medicare. I can help you with Cover California. Here's my information, right? In the case that you want to market an event that you're going to be at locally, or if you want to just use that material for something you're going to be doing locally. Okay. A few other things that we kind of want to talk about once we get into the online store. And I'm just trying to go to the next page on this presentation. Excuse me. Well, here we go. A few steps that I'll walk you through, right? Once you select the material that you want to customize, a few kind of call outs that I think are very important. Once you select the material, so in this case, the screenshot is showing our general agent flyer. You're going to go in and you're going to enter your information, okay? You're going to enter your name, right? And the guidance we give to agents is to use the name that they have officially registered with the Department of Insurance, right? You can put like a nickname in parentheses. I know like there's a couple of agents that have their official names, and then they'll put a parentheses if they go by something that's a little bit more, it's a little different. You do have the option of doing that. You're going to enter your license number as well. That's very, very important, obviously. And then you enter the phone number that you want to reference on the flyer, and then an email that you want to reference on a flyer. The other piece, and again, I'm going to walk you all through this portion step by step once we do the demo, is you're going to want to upload a photo, right? That's an option you have to feature on your flyer. That's something I think that all agents should do. Make sure you have a nice, clean photo, high resolution. Most of the modern cell phone cameras can do these really well. We always recommend you do it on a plain black background, preferably like a white wall or like a light colored wall. Have some good light, okay? Then you're gonna upload that photo. You are able to crop it, okay? And I always recommend doing that if you've got stuff in the background, or if you just, you want something that's like shoulder length and above kind of. And so you're gonna do that there. This next part's very, very important. I need everyone to listen very carefully. Quantities, okay? So the way the store has been set up is so that you order in quantities of 250, okay? We just thought that was a good nominal number that agents could use. We found that agents are typically ordering in allotments of 250, 500, and 1,000. Okay. So here where it says quantity, right, where it says enter quantity on the left-hand side, that left bottom circle, you're not going to enter 250, you're going to enter allotments of 250. So if you want 250 flyers, your quantity is 1. Okay. If you want 500 flyers, your quantity is 2. If you want 1,000 flyers, your quantity is 4. Okay. So that's where we need you to enter your quantity request, again, in allotments of 250. If for whatever reason that's hard to do, or you might be a little confused, don't worry about it. We review all the orders when they come in. I see a lot of agents put 500 in there, 1,000 in there, and I am able to go in there and correct it. So when I see that an agent puts in 1,000, I know they want 1,000, so I'll go in and correct the quantity to 4. So that way we don't get 10,000 flyers produced by accident, which has not happened, but I always got to stay on top of those things. Okay, the next area I want to touch on is another important area. We'll do this also in the demo. Is the portal also has an area where you can go in and enter your information one time, save that information, and then for future use, the portal already knows that information is there. So what I'm referring to specifically is like your shipping information. Because what's happening is you're getting your flyers ordered, you're getting your flyers previewed, approved. iPros is approving them once they come in. We want to make sure your address is on file so we can ship those to you. Okay. We do have an option to pick up your flyers locally. It does save a few days. Our printer is located in Orange County. So you do have an option to do that. You would have to let us know, however. We do have some of our agents who like to do that. So we'll go in, they'll order, and then they'll let us know. They'll say, hey, I submitted an order. I do want to pick them up. Okay. If you're looking to save a few days, that's an option. Again, you're going to have to communicate with us. The marketing team email is on this presentation, so you'll be able to see how you can communicate with the iPros marketing team. But I just want to kind of let you know that that is an option. Okay. Okay, so in terms of like what happens next, right? I'm all set up. I want to place an order. What happens? What are the steps involved? We kind of put this here just so that way you would understand. The first step is submitting your order, right? You're going to go in, you're going to log in, you're going to customize your material, you're going to preview it, you're going to make sure you like it. You're going to enter all your shipping information, all your agent information, you're going to submit it, okay? You'll get an email saying you submitted your order. Marketing will get an email saying your order was submitted. It takes us anywhere between a day, 2 days to go ahead and review the information. Obviously, those are business days. So if it comes in on a Monday, typically we'll get to it on a Monday. We'll go in, we'll review, right? We'll make sure that the preview is looking good. We'll make sure that photos are looking okay. We'll just double check some small things like that. And then the other big one that we'll check is quantity. I talked about that earlier. And then we'll approve it, right, as necessary. Get a notification that your order was approved. And that'll be the first step, okay? We're always also checking order quantities against our Medicare Agent Development Program. Some of you might be aware of that program where our elite and our pro agents have a certain amount of materials they can order per year, which iPros will cover the cost for. So that's important. If you're an elite agent, you have 2,000 material pieces you can order per year on the flyer side. If you're a pro agent, you have 1,000, right? So if that quantity is higher than what you've already ordered for the year, we might have to reach out to you and talk about that. Again, your materials have been ordered, they've been approved. You'll get automated notifications from the store. And then typically the items will ship after they've been approved. And so what I try to tell people is you can kind of count on the production time being about 2, 3, 4 days, depending on the day of the week that you order. If you're ordering it on a Monday, typically that material will be done by the end of the week and then it'll ship to you. If you're ordering it on a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday, it might not get done by the end of the business week. So it might go out early the next week. So I think 5 business days is kind of a good expectation in terms of, how long it'll take for the material to be printed, kitted, and then dropped in the mail to you. And then, as you all know, the postage can take anywhere between 2, 3, 4 days, just depending on where you're at. So I think you should count on things getting out into the mail within 5 business days, and then a few more business days to get to you once they hit the post office. Okay. Again, you can save a little bit of time if you want to pick up locally, but you're going to have to let us know, because right now the default is all the materials get shipped to the shipping information that you enter. If you have any questions along the way, we're listing here the marketing team email distribution that you can reach out to us. There are a few of us on this distribution, just in case one of us is out, one of us doesn't have a chance to get a response. We've got about 3 or 4 people on this distribution to kind of watch it in case questions come in, needs come in, etc. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a couple demos just for everyone to see. So give me 1 second. I've got another screen already set up, and I'm going to share that one next. 1 second. Here we go. Okay. So you guys saw that URL earlier. I'm going to retype it in here, ptsmarketinggroup.com/ipros. That's our custom URL. And then you're going to be using the email and the username that you get from us. If you don't have that, please reach out to us. We sent that out all earlier last year. Your email is going to be the one we have on file for you, your preferred email, and then your password. We've set you up with a temporary password. If you have any issues, we can get you set up again. Okay. Just as a heads up, as new agents come on board on the Medicare side, we also give this to them, right? So we did a mass distribution last year, and then any agents that have come on since then, we will also get them their temporary credentials. Okay. And then we'll also give them a link to all the training that we provided for the online store. And we're able to help if any questions come up along the way. All right. So I'm going to log in under my credential here. I have my own credential that I use to go in and approve stuff for you guys. We'll do that really quickly. So you can see here now we're logged in. Okay. So for agents, where you're going to want to go really quickly is shop, right? It's that right at the top bar, right? This is our online store. You're shopping for your materials. You guys had heard me a little bit earlier about the catalog. That's on the left-hand side. You can use these little arrows to drop them down so you can see what's below them. You also see over here that you've got kind of small thumbnail previews of each one. So I'll show you all a business card, right? So we'll go to California business cards. I mentioned earlier, there are 3 options there. They're listed here and they're described. So the first one is Covered California only business card. If you're an agent who's only selling Covered California, then you've got Covered California and Medicare in the middle, and then you've got just Medicare. Okay. So we're going to pretend that I'm an agent who just sells Covered California. I click on that. Okay. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to just enter my information. Again, this is dummy information. So just hold me to that a little bit. Okay. And then, so after you enter that information, you're not done. Okay. What you're going to do now is you're going to preview this information, and it's going to populate and show you what it looks like. Okay. So here I'm looking at it. I'm going to want to double check what I entered. Is it what previewed? Everything looks good to me. Okay. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to enter my quantity. Okay. So say I want to order 1,000. I'm going to put quantity forward here. I'm going to press add to cart. And now my order, right, it's in my shopping cart up here on the top right. So if I want to look at what's in my shopping cart, I'm going to go over here. This little magnifying glass, it allows me to preview it once again. So I'm kind of hovering over it. It's right there. And then I can still continue shopping. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to press shop again. I'm going to say, hey, I want to order some flyers. I want to order some general flyers. I'm going to go to California. In my case, I want to do English and Spanish. Okay, so California general flyers, double-sided. And again, you're going to have the option of selecting your products. So you're going to have Covered California and Medicare, or Medicare only. Okay, I'll just kind of stick with what I was doing earlier, which was Covered California only. So I believe this is the option here. I'll see it when it pulls up. Yep, it says CA general flyer, Covered California, English and Spanish. Here you can see the flyer itself, right? I'll enter my information one more time. Again, dummy information, so it's not real information, just for preview purposes only. One option you're going to get now on the flyers is to upload a photo, okay? I've done that already, so I'll show you what that looks like. You say, click to choose image. You can see here, I've already got some photos I've uploaded, okay? I select one, I select the image, it shows up there, everything works fine, okay? I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna select my quantity again, I'm gonna say 4, I'm gonna add that to the cart. But before I do that, it's saying, hey, we need to see your preview. And that's an important safety feature we've set up, right? Is we do make you preview your order before you add it to your cart. And that's just to make sure that all your information is correct. It's really simple. You just press preview, populates it. Here you can see it on the screen. I'm going to scroll down and look at that. My photo's in there. My name is in there. My license number is in there. My dummy license, my dummy phone number, and my dummy email. Okay, everything looks great now. Now I can add it to my cart. Okay, so now you can see up here, I've got 2 items in my cart. I'll click on that just to show you. I got my business cards and I got my flyers. Okay, we're going to go back to shopping. I'm going to do a Medicare flyer now. Okay, I'm going to go to my Medicare event flyers. I'm going to choose double-sided because I want to do my stuff double-sided like I did last time. Here we have 4 Medicare flyers we've designed for you. We have a happy 65th birthday for people turning 65. I think that's a cool flyer where you can invite them to an event that you might be hosting. Some of you are working providers, maybe you're doing stuff at, senior centers, rec centers, et cetera. We've got a Medicare and Medi-Cal flyer, a duals flyer. That's just a general flyer marketing to duals. So if you're doing some dual marketing, we have that flyer available to you. And then we have a Medicare 101 flyer where you might be hosting a Medicare 101 event. Again, you can customize information there as well. And then we've got a Medicare Come and Learn flyer. So those are a little different than Medicare 101 flyers, just in their design and some of the language. But again, it's set up to be able to invite people to an event. Okay, so I'm going to do the Medi flyer. I'll do it in English and Spanish. Those are all the options we have available for these. And I'm going to enter my information once again. Okay, Alex, I'll do fake information again. Select my photo, select the image, and then again, I have to preview it. So I'll preview it here. Then double check everything looks okay. Yep, everything looks good to me. Again, if I want 1,000, I'm going to select 4 in my quantity. I'll add that to my cart and it's up here at my cart. Okay, so now I have 2 flyers that I've mocked up and customized to my liking, some business cards, and now I'm going to go to shipping. Okay, so this is the next step in your order process. You're going to go continue to shipping. Here, if you click on that little pencil, you enter the information that you want to ship to. I'm going to actually take one step back. If you guys recall, one of the things that I mentioned was that you could set up your shipping address so that way it's set up on file. So if you go over here to profile, you can see that there's some information there you can customize. If you go, excuse me. I'm going to go back to the shop real quick, actually. And maybe it's because I haven't saved my information. So I'll continue the shipping here. I'm going to go in here. Oh, that's what it is. I never saved my shipping information to start with. Okay, so I'm going to enter it for the first time. And I'm going to just use the iPros email. Phone number is important here because they are going to call you in case there's any issues. So you want to put that in there. And I want to say, hey, keep this on file. So I'll submit that. So now that I've submitted my shipping information, I'm able to move to the next step, which is the checkout process. I'm going to go to checkout. Okay. Obviously, there's no cost here. And then if I have any special remarks, I would put that here. Okay. I don't have any in this case, so I'll just leave that alone. And then you submit your order. Process the order. You're going to want to make sure that processed. And then you can save this information for yourself there. Okay. And then I'm done. That part is done. Okay. I did want to go back and just show you the last piece, which is how to change your temporary credentials. So over here in profile, okay, you've got the ability to change your password. Okay. And what you do here is you enter a new password 2 times. So it's kind of like a double factor authentication to an extent. And then you save it. I'm not going to change it because I don't want to change my password at the moment. You save that, and then you're able to save your password from either a temporary credential to a new one or an existing password to just something else if you have a preference. And that is kind of the extent of what the store can do for you at the moment. Just as a reminder, if you do have special needs from a material standpoint, you're going to want to reach out to the marketing team. And I'm going to display our email just so you have it one last time. Give me 1 second. Okay. And that email that I'm referring to is down here, marketingteam@iprosteam.com. If for whatever reason you have any special needs, reach out to us, let us know what they are, and then we can figure out what the best way we can help you is. Okay. So that's what our recommendation would be if there's anything that you need done that you can't see on the online store for business cards and flyers at the moment. Okay. So I'm going to stop there, and I'll give the team an opportunity to ask any questions if anybody has any at this moment. I'm not sure, Rodrigo, did you see anything there that you think I can help clarify by chance?
No, everything is clear for me. I'm not sure if there's any questions. Actually, no, I'm just checking right now. There's no questions.
Okay. We'll give everyone a few seconds to ask. And then if this works, Rodrigo, I think what we can do is we can also redistribute the recording of this to our agents as well, in case they want to kind of get up to date on their own time, right? We can send that out via email.
Sure.
And then we'll also make it available on demand on our YouTube page. I'll do a quick shout out to some of you all who are watching, either going to be watching live or on demand. Make sure you follow the iPro social media accounts because we do post these TV sessions, iPro's TV sessions on them in advance. And then we'll also post any agent resources there that are new or that are changing or that we've added enhancements. We'll post those as well. So that way our agents are able to understand what's going on. So make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. That's where we'll be posting frequently. And then, we'll typically drive people back to the appropriate place, whether it's our website, whether it's, our agent store or any other places that we're going to be making resources available. Okay.
No questions, Alex. There's no questions. Thank you so much for the presentation, and thank you everyone that joined today.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.